why you gotta go take it. No. Ain't nobody can give to you. Let's go take what we want to keep our season going. No. Win on three. 1, 2, 3. Win.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder.
And he throws there to Zay Jones, who comes down with it for a touchdown. Inside the 5, and he's in for a touchdown. He picks up the pressure all alone is Zay Jones, and he will prance into the end zone for the touchdown and the victory in overtime for the Raiders. And this celebration is
As y'all have been seeing, I've been giving y'all some videos. I got the training camp video done with. I got the quarterback rankings the fuck on out of the way. Go check those videos out. This is the Raider report.
Hey, yo, hey, Slim, I'm dead.
Anyways, man, we back. You already know who Noah and Dustin is. You're not new either, but I think when was the last time you was on the video? You had, I don't remember. I can't remember. It's like what, a month ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he was a while back, but say hi.
What's up?
What it do, man? It was good.
So on Good Morning Football, first topic has to do with that. Fuck, dude, whatever the hell his name is. I don't give a damn. This guy's a moron usually, but he came up with a very hot take, and I just need you guys' thoughts on this. He went out to say he felt like the Raiders would go to the Super Bowl this year and become the next dynasty. If you guys know his name.
Oh, that's Adam Rank. Yeah, Adam Rank, I think.
Yeah, Adam Rank. Usually the bald head dude is fucking stupid, but this man came in with a good take for once, you know? First take I actually listened to in a while, but anywho. I mean, will the Raiders become the next dynasty? And I've already said this. I personally am not saying we're going to the Super Bowl this year. I've said this. I think we're going possibly as far as we're going, I think we can go to the AFC Championship. You know, that's if everything's working out. And I definitely think this team is better than teams or people are giving credit for. I think this team can easily go win 11 games on the what's up, man? What's up? Yeah, that intro is fire, bro. Thank you for it, my man. But I mean, could they become the next dynasty? I mean, with the coaching staff that we have and everything, I mean, hell yeah, we could go really well for the next 5 to 10 years. This team is built for the next 4 to 5 years. So to really sit up here and say this team could be the next dynasty is not out of the norm. It's not crazy, but like I don't think we're going to the Super Bowl this year. I'll give us the AFC Championship.
Okay, I guess I'll go next. The NFL is a league of parity. I'm not sure we'll see another dynasty for who knows how long. There's no guarantees in this league. I mean, we all thought the Patriots were washed in like the early to mid 2010s, and all of a sudden they win 3 and 5 years. Like you can never tell when something like this is going to happen. You have too much competition now in the AFC, and the NFC is slowly but surely they're rebuilding their talent out there as well. So over the next few years, it's going to be a dogfight throughout the entire league, with very few bottom dwellers. Obviously, the Raiders probably their best year to have a championship run this season. With the expiring contracts and all the new deals and stuff like that going on. It's probably the golden year, even if it's first year of the regime under Ziegler and McDaniels. But to say that this team is going to be the next dynasty, there's too many unknowns. Considering you have all these superpowers in the AFC, you've got Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, even, Joe Burrow. All of a sudden, you may have a surprise team like that just go out of nowhere and go to the Super Bowl. You have teams like, in our own division, Kansas City, Los Angeles are going to be competing for AFC championships in the years to come. Even Denver, if you want to throw them in there. these teams, this conference is one of the probably the most deadliest it's ever been since I've been watching football. To say that this is going to be like a dynasty run, I don't know. You got to be smoking something. I mean, unless you have a crystal ball, you can't really say something like that.
I mean, like I said, here's the thing: the teams, if they keep the main core and they're able to, make, next 5 to 10 years is like these runs at the AFC Championships and these Super Bowls. It's not crazy to say that would be a dynasty because they were going far every year. And no, I mean, I'm not saying that we are going to be the next dynasty. That's not what I'm here to say. I'm just here to say, is it completely out of the norm? No, I mean, we can see that, but it just depends on what you feel is a dynasty. Do you feel a dynasty is a team that has to win the championship every year or something, And, I think it's not even like that we're not built up better than most teams, because even for the future, I think we're built up better than most teams in the AFC because, and this team is looking for the diamond in the roughs, and those diamond in the roughs are coming out of nowhere, and they're really performing. A guy we haven't even heard of, they're working out. Well, what are you guys' thoughts? Tone?
A dynasty means you're going to win multiple Super Bowls in a short period of time, like a 5-year span. And
Yeah.
I don't see no team in the AFC doing that. I think it's too much parity. I definitely agree with homie. I don't. It's just too much parity going in the league right now, honestly speaking. Could y'all win one in the next 5 years? Yeah, I think it's possible for sure. But winning multiple,
I definitely see one at least.
I don't see one. I don't see more than one. I can see possibly one. Because
it's just dependent on every year, because it's going to be dependent on every year.
Every year, it's a
how
year
the
by year
teams
basis.
go. Now, like I said, we can come back to this discussion 5 years down the road and say, yes, were they a dynasty or were they not, right?
For sure. But I look at it like this. Like, if y'all look at y'all division, like, that's the number one problem I have with it. And that ain't just the conference in total. But literally, y'all division has 3-4 teams that should make the playoffs every single year over the next 3 years. You have 4 playoff teams in one division, honestly speaking, number one. Number two, you got teams like the Buffalo Bills are really good. Up-and-coming teams like that. I think the Jets will be good in a year or two if Zach Wilson is the guy that they think he is. We got the AFC North, which is no slouch. Baltimore's always going to be as long Lamar's there. And then you have Cincinnati with Joe Burrow.
To me,
I got Deshaun Watson.
I do think, unless
it's just too many variables.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, to me, the Ravens aren't really in the discussion to win the AFC just because they don't really have an offense, and it's already been shown in today's NFL. You can't win without this offense is arguably worse than Tennessee's, and and like I said, Lamar doesn't have those weapons. Lamar doesn't have weapons. Like we've already until they give him.
I get what you're saying, but they have one elite weapon, and that's Mark Andrews. I mean, and
I'm saying last year's. I'm saying last year's offense with the Titans, not this year's Titans. Last year's with AJ Brown and Derrick Henry, or you can even go 2 years back where they were actually in their probably best year. But I'm not saying outside the quarterback, but outside the quarterback, this Ravens offense really is. It's going to be hugely dependent if they can actually build an offense and get depth and. And, I like their defense, but I don't see them as a Super Bowl contender yet until I see them get more of a passing game outside of Mark Andrews.
I like Rashad Bateman too, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Dustin, what are your thoughts on this?
To talk about dynasties are tough conversations. I mean, look at the Chiefs. We go to the AFC Championships just 6 straight years. I mean, how are we defining dynasties, I agree. I strongly agree. I think we can win one in the next few years. I've already said, we can go pretty far this year. To win a Super Bowl first year, everything is going to be pretty high hopes. I've always said I think we can win going into our own home next year. I mean, the way that they have the team, the way that the roster is, we have dudes for 4 or 5 years. So, I mean, it's all going to depend on how they go at it and how they make a run at it. So, can they? Yeah, I believe they can. I mean, there's no doubt about it. The players are there. The players are in place. They have to go do it. So I don't like talking about hypotheticals that are taking 5 years away to find it out. Do I believe our team's good enough to go and be good the next few years? Yes, I do. Do I think we can win one in the next 2 years? Yes, I do. Outside of that, the future holds a lot beyond there. Do we have the players under contract? We have them for 4 years. So anything after next year can be possible for anything. I mean, I've always said first year getting acclimated with everybody, coaching staff, everything, it's unheard of. Like, it's kind of unheard of just going out there and hitting a home run instantly, so I'm just going to go with statistics and odds state that we're probably not going to a Super Bowl first year. But yes, I can see us for sure in the next few. And like I said, the players are in place to have it. Can they get it? That's what the real question should be.
Yeah. Didn't the NFL make it so the home team hosting the Super Bowl can't play in their own stadium if they reach this?
Nope.
Nope, that's
We had 2 Super Bowl teams just in the last few years winning their home.
Yep.
Yeah,
LA and freaking.
If you want to make it so the home team can't play in their own stadium, just make it in Dallas' stadium. They're never gonna reach the fucking Super Bowl.
That's perfect. Yeah,
come on, man! Like,
girls.
If we want to solve this issue, just send it to the Cowgirls Stadium. It's a nice stadium, but not like the home team's ever gonna win there.
Or just put in Arizona every year.
You could do that too. Not like Cowgirls are going anywhere with that offense and that coach and system. Anyways,
I mean, how would the NFL? He said, didn't the NFL make it to where home teams hosting the Super Bowl can't play in their own stadium? They reach the Super. What would they just tell them they're disqualified?
No, I think he means like they would have to
They move it.
I guess so. Correct. That's why
they're going to tell them like this. They're
discussing.
going to be like, "Hey, bro, if you made it to the Super Bowl, sorry, you lose. Fuck, can't play here this year."
I tell the NFL go suck a dick.
They can't fucking do that. They can't fucking do that.
We need a neutral site. You can't play here.
Well, that's up to the NFL at that point if they want to make a neutral site.
Like,
I'll tell you why I think it won't happen. It's the contract, dude, that you have with the stadium, dude. You're gonna owe them millions of fucking dollars, dude. Like,
yeah, no.
So, I don't know if that's gonna go down like that.
It won't go down. That's stupid.
Could be hundreds of millions.
Anyway, it's not logistically possible. You spend years. You have voters like 5 years like beforehand, like voting to which city's going to host a stadium, and then to have it moved it 2 weeks before, because a team made it in their own city. Yeah, get the hell out of here, man. You can't. You can't do that. There's just too many logistical issues with that.
That's never going to pass.
No one does. It's just goofy. It's stupid.
Hell, they would never have to qualify the
It's
home.
never going to pass. If they even tried to bring that rule up, dude, they're just, like they said, they're going to say exactly what I said. What, are you going to disqualify the fucking team? Like, that's not what football is about, so it'll never happen.
Yeah. But anyways, outside playing in Dallas' stadium and, never having a home winner, man, Dallas, that's tough for you guys. But what are we expecting from – facts? Yeah, no, it's never going to pass, dude. It never will. What do we expect from the Raiders moving forward within, like, maybe up till this league start and maybe down the road? And, I mean, me and Dustin talked about this. I've already said this. We're really not going to be active in these free agencies. We're really just going to be trying to keep the main core together. And really, the names that are being signed are guys that either A, would fit the scheme, or they're just really low-level guys that haven't really lived up to the hype, or there's guys that you don't know, but they can perform well in the system that we have in place. We're going to be going for diamond in the roughs. So who's going? We'll talk about that later in the show, Omar. We're getting a little far ahead of ourselves. We're in a different discussion. But I said I think we're really going to be seeing a lot of diamond in the rough guys that are, very low name value guys, but they can perform better than what they're being paid here, and they're going to outperform their expectations. And we're going to be worried about development for over the next 4 or 5 years, just trying to actually have a great core and great team together. So don't expect any more like big name splashes to happen. As I named in the past, we've talked about Jesse Bates and Robert Quinn, but those are guys we don't need, but they're guys that would upgrade positions, right? But I think right now we're really looking for just getting a lot of depth. Like that's what McDaniels has talked about. Dave Ziegler and him have talked about this. Really just building great depth at every position so you don't have to walk into the year and be uncertain with a position.
I can't disagree with that. I can see that. Y'all might go out the big name every now and then, honestly speaking, over the next couple of years. But overall, I think it's about keeping the core team together.
I think it would be also
getting
those
contracts, stuff like that.
Yeah, no, but those contracts would have to be small just because, down the road, you're going to have to fix up. They already know this in the back of their head. They're going to have to fix up the contracts that we have in the next 5 years. Like 4 years, 5 years down the road, you're going to have to fix some of the contracts that we've made because some of those contracts are going to be we're going to have I think Devontae and Carr in the 38 to 40 range for million.
Hey, it's going to be like after year 3, they're going to start opting those damn contracts. I think, like I've said, I think this team's been a year 3 team right off the get-go. They're going to give them 3 years to go out and perform. They do good, they'll keep it together. If they don't, they can break it up right then and there. They can divvy the contracts. They can do everything at that point because if you go farther, you are going to pay more, which means you got to restructure contracts, which mean you're adding more years, which means they're probably doing pretty good. So in those cases, yes, I see it. But to expect from our team moving forward, like as of right now, I've said it 100 times. I think that the team needs to go through training camp this week. They finally got pads on today. They're going to get into contact. They got a few guys out there that are hitting people, a few guys screwing up. But I've said it 100 times that we need to get to probably Sunday, Monday. If we're lacking in a spot, then we can go and get a person to put in a place of need at that point and go forward with it. Because there's no point to go spend money on a player just because of the name. You want to spend the money on the player because it's a good need for the team. So if you're lacking at D tackle, you're lacking at linebacker, you're lacking at offensive line, that's what you're going to want to get a good player to replace, not just some mediocre dude if you're trying to go to the Super Bowl. So that's what I see with us getting ready for the game on Thursday, which is going to be fire. I can't even wait. So.
I completely agree with that. You're talking about the long term. I agree with Dustin on that one. Give like 3 years. The team's doing well. Keep it together. Extend everybody. Restructure the deal so that you have some dummy years on it, so you're not paying a bunch of money immediately to the players when you do these new extensions.
Yeah, you look at I was gonna mention this. The Falcons, bro. They have a lot of dead cap money that they're paying because they didn't really manage the contracts well, and I think that's what we finally have. We have stability and guys that can fit and fix these no matter what. At the end of the day, we're not going to go out there and be a league leader in dead cap.
Yeah, because that's why Matt Ryan's dead cap number was so big because they restructured his contract. They gave him a dummy year of like $28 million or some crazy number like that, making it so when they traded him, that dead money on 2023 will get added to their dead cap, which made it $41 million. So.
But it's actually pretty smart to do it right now, though. If you're going to create dead cap for a team, it would be smart to do it right now because you're getting $18 to $20 million per year till we hit $250 million. So if you go out and get a $20 million dead cap, next year the cap raises by 20, you didn't pay shit. So it's not a bad idea to have the dead cap right now. So depending on how you use it and what you're doing with it, it's probably the best idea to start moving those type of players right now so you're not eating that shit for years down the road.
Yeah, so the Falcons, they just ate it all at one time. So next year, they don't eat none of it. So I had that $28 million.
And they knew they weren't contending this year.
It went down to zero because they just ate it all at one time when they traded.
Yeah, exactly. And imagine if they do compete at a good level, even with the players they got. That just speaks volume for them.
Yeah, like I said, I think they kind of knew this was a development year. So, down the road, they have all this money cleared up to go out and make smarter moves. And like us, I think we finally got
years too.
I think we got the right coaching staff that no matter what, they're going to make the right decision at the end of the day to either fix that contract. They're going to be able to fix the contract no matter what, right? They're going to be able
Dude,
to
they
control
have
the
a
salary cap.
they're well balanced on money and players. Like that's
Yeah.
what's smart about these dudes. They're ballers when it comes to money. Like they know how to fucking manage money, how to manage people, players. Like this coaching staff is unreal, dude. And it's not the coaching staff, it's the management, dude. Because even picking up Sandra, dude, over there with Zengler, like that's a pretty dang good duo when it comes to managing money.
Yeah, that's facts. I like how y'all backloaded Devontae Adams' contract low key. That was like kind of smart. You got backload the hell out of that contract.
Yeah.
But I think they did that. Like I said, I think they did that because they have the intention for 3 years. And if after 3 years, they can probably go into where they can break it up, fucking divvy the contract away and release them. But
No, I like that.
I also believe that if they extend them, they can just restructure the contract and split it up, kind of like they did with Derek Carr right now on a $20 million contract, extending him on 40, he's getting $35.32 million per year over the 3 years. So if you figure if Devontae Adams after 3 years progresses a little bit, you're not going to be giving him 40. You'd probably be giving him 20, 28, 30, and then you're going to split up them 40s, man, into another 2 years. You can split the money right down to where it's $30 million a year.
And that's what he's really making right now. So it's no different. So again, the Raiders have not had Raiders record prediction. We'll do that. Man, we'll figure that out. We'll do that on a different show. I'll talk to the people here that have. We'll talk back show on when we're going to do the record prediction. But the Raiders, this is the best coaching staff that this team has had in the past probably 2 decades. Dating back to 2003. This is one of the best coaching staffs we've had as a complete whole. And Patrick Graham is easily one of the better defensive coordinators because he took a Giants defense that, and let's be honest, they didn't have that much talent compared that we're thinking.
They had no talent, though.
To be top 10 in both run and pass is really good for what they had, right? And they had a lot of injuries happen. So he didn't have all this talent to work with. He had, really low-name guys, but they were performing good because of his defensive system.
As an NFC East fan, they had some dogs on that defense, bro.
They did, but those guys we don't remember. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Leonard Williams is a monster. I don't think you can forget Leonard Williams. James Bradbury is a solid corner. Jabril Peppers.
Well, James Bradbury, for what he had to deal with, James Bradbury allowed damn near 1,000 yards. James Bradbury played really bad. But they still
last
were
year
top.
was bad, for sure.
No. I mean, like this past year for what he had.
Yeah,
the players that we thought would step up underperformed. The guys we didn't think.
Yeah, because I think Bradbury's best year was his first year with Graham.
Yeah, 2 years ago, and that was. I think that was one of his only great years he had, and then now he received this contract.
His last year in Carolina was good, so I got the contract.
Who?
His last year in Carolina was really good, so I got the contract.
Yeah, no, but
it was last year in Carolina and his first year with Graham.
Yeah.
And then after that, he's been injured. He's fallen off. I mean, I said the whole time I didn't really want him for the type of money he was looking at. He was trying to say like 21 fucking million. I mean, give me a break. If I can get J.C. Jackson for 16.5, you think I'm giving you 20 fucking million? You're crazy, dude.
I mean, you go looking back on Stephon Gilmore. I thought that guy was doing some crack, and I was like, what is this man on? Because we all looked at JC's contract. Like you just said, he was up in the 20 million per range. I'm like, you're not going to get that. You're not. Not in the open market that you're in right now where you're finally healthy, you're finally looking for a job. He went to a good defense. He went to a good defense over there in the Colts. But we all knew deep down he was never going to get 20 million.
No. He's too old.
He's not worth that. But for what the contract that he got, it was a good deal. Especially for the team that he went to. And I know a lot of people claim that we were going to go for him. We never went for him. That's the thing. We never went for him. So I called him a crack dealer when he said 20 million, man. I was like, bro, this man's.
I thought y'all gonna get JC. I ain't gonna hold you.
What?
I thought y'all gonna get JC Jackson too.
Yeah, but I didn't really. Like I would have been okay with getting him, but I just didn't think we were gonna get him. What's up, Raider Chaos? anyone who's in the chat, subscribe if you haven't. But no, I think moving forward, it's going to be more about depth. Like he talked about this. He values depth as one of the more important things to him, right?
That's smart
And
because injuries happen. Fact.
yeah, no, and that's what you need because you look, and I'm not really going to downgrade what the Ravens have, but let's be honest. If they have injuries again, are they going to be able to survive? We saw this last year. There were so many injuries, and it's not. We know
They don't got
injuries happen.
5 players on IR. Yeah, they should be fine. I mean,
Well, no, I mean even when they had one of their corner depth wasn't all great outside of Averett, Peters, and
Humphrey, Marlon Humphrey.
yeah, there we go.
Peters
Humphrey.
was injured. Peters was injured.
Yeah, no, well,
Humphrey got
I'm
injured
saying that's what I'm
in the
saying.
middle of
Because
the season.
they didn't really go after guys because Peters got injured 3 weeks before the season, 4 weeks before the season, right?
It was
Yeah,
like,
same week as
it was like
Broward,
2 weeks for
yeah.
week 1.
Yeah, I said it. I think that Baltimore has the best defense built right now, just no depth behind them.
The phrase
their
that he
defense.
used, it was
I like their
competition in the
defense. I
depth.
like their defense a lot, build wise.
Facts, Raiders, chaos. That's the phrase. I couldn't remember, but it was competition in the depth, and that's what they're doing. And when we talk about the next subject, which I have lined up, you're going to realize what I'm talking about is when I want new players brought in to bring in depth and stuff. But if you guys have anything else to add, then you can.
Well, I mean, dude, listen, Josh McDaniel said straight up at the press conference when they asked him about it, he said, you're going to be surprised. You're about to see a lot of depth players go into battle right now. He said they're going to compete and they're going to have competition there because he put a lot of depth there. And if you go look at the roster, I mean, they do have a lot of depth there, dude. And they have freaking people like I forgot Green's there, dude. Like they got good players still in that backfield that people are just skipping over for whatever reason. Like, so like Gracie Green or however you say that dude's first name, dude, he's a pretty good fucking player.
What position is he? Are you talking about D-line or?
He's a D tackle, I think, or D.
Yeah. Okay, I was going to say, because when you brought up secondary, I was like, I don't remember having a Green in the secondary.
He's pretty good player, dude. And that's like when I was sitting there looking through it, I'm like, man, you go look at the linebacker, we have good depth there too. Then you go look at D tackle, we have good depth there too. But I think what happens is we all get caught up in the moment just thinking about certain individuals' names that we start to tend to deplete the rest of the depth of the team. Because when I went back and looked at it, and I'm like sitting here thinking, because I was like, well, what the hell is he talking about that we got this depth, you know? And then I started thinking, you know, looking at the roster, and I'm like, man, we actually do. I just think we get so caught up in the moment, we just forget about certain players sitting back there that are still good players, man.
The name that I'm going to be bringing up over these next few years, not years, but a few weeks, man, Darian Butler, undrafted free agent out of Arizona State. That's a guy that no one really knew about. And I'll be honest, I didn't really ever talk about this guy, but guys keep bringing up Jayon Brown. But if you go watch some of the tape.
Titan Jayon Brown, right?
Yeah. That's who we have. But I'm saying if you look at the guy that we have, that's 20. He's like 21 right now, out of Arizona State. He is a very good coverage linebacker. Darian Butler, go look at him. He's a really good guy in coverage, and I think he's a very physical guy. He's very athletic. I like him. I think he can be the future linebacker moving forward. If Jayon Brown isn't, if he's asking for too much money, and you have Divine Diablo who can take over, right? You have guys that are really good in the depth. If you guys want to
go.
Sorry. You guys want to move on to the next discussion?
No, I thought he was going to say something. I'm just saying, like, I think when you go back and look at the whole 90-man roster and you're looking at, like, individual talent on there, there's still guys, like, when we talk about the gems and so on, there's still dudes on our team right now that are. It's like if you go and look at everything that they're talking about, like, even from the wide receiver position all the way down to Hall, DJ, all of them get good praise all the way down the line. So it's like we still have so many good players on this team. It's unreal.
Chaos, I would say even before Christmas, if we finally click at Christmas, I'd be very concerned. I think do we not realize Christmas is going to be week, 15? Yeah, no, I think our defense is going to click by week 10, week 9 to 10 at the most. It can click before that. I like what we have. You look at every position, we're down the line on defense. It's a lot of guys that can take over.
I
But
mean, the
the
good
next,
thing about it is if I recall this right, and I might be wrong, but I think I'm right. We're gonna have 2 games with 90-man roster. So like we get to go in and play the Hall of Fame game. We get to have a 90-man roster. Then we're gonna go in and play the third or the second game in the season. We're gonna get to keep 90-man roster. Where other teams only get to come in, play one preseason, only get one look at the 90-man roster. Then they got to start cutting down the players. So we're going to get 2 games, and it gives us longer time to be able to look at our players and so on. So, like I said, I think we're going to be looking pretty good with our players by the time we get going into preseason.
yeah. I'm going to move on to the next topic. I think we've stuck on this a little too longer than I would have liked. But the next topic is players that I see not making this roster, and I've already discussed this. I mean, I'm looking in on this. Guys that I really think that we've talked about in the past that can make this roster and that I really feel aren't going to after everything. I get it, John Abram coming off a really good day, but he is so inconsistent. John Abram is someone I really think could be replaced. The other guys I'm hearing, they're stepping up. They're outperforming him on a consistent basis. Sam Webb, get used to that name. That's the guy that's outperformed him. These are, and like I said, cornerback depth, as we were discussing. But Jonathan Abram has.
Wow, that's a shocking name to hear.
He has not performed well. If you go look at, he collided with a teammate first day of training camp. I think he has no.
I mean, we
awareness.
had the same thing in the Commanders with Jamin Reeves on the OTAs. I think he's gonna make our team. So it can
The
happen.
problem with Abram is he's reckless, man. This dude going 4 years into the NFL, and he's doing shit he was doing in the second year he was playing. You know, like that's the only thing I hate about it is that he's just reckless when he plays, man. Like, don't get me wrong, he can hit people and hurt people. He's just a reckless player. I mean, how many other teams you ever hear all the time that the same dude is wrecking with another teammate? Like, this ain't his first time; it's his second time in just 2 years. So, I don't
It's
know.
not
I
even-
mean,
Here's the thing. As I was gonna say, Keelan. Or here's the thing. What is Jonathan Abram give us on the field? He has no coverage ability. His tackling is average. It really is. He misses quite a bit of tackles that he can make. He's missed sack opportunities. He is not provide us anything that says to me like, oh, no, I want him on my roster, right? And I mean, even like you look at, like he has versatility, but we have other guys that can step up over him, and he's a liability to keep on that field at any point in the game. He's a liability. If you're looking at him to be our main run stopper, we have guys that can do that. Was Abram a linebacker in college? No, he wasn't. He was a safety, and he fucking sucked in coverage at times. But I thought maybe, he would get better as time went on. Nothing's changed. He's the same player as he was, except his name value he's gone down because, well, we have other guys that are stepping up who are cheaper and younger. And like, I look at another name I brought up. I said Cleveland Ferrell. I think is not going to make this roster. He did just get injured, but this guy,
Dang.
he sucks, bro. I mean, have you watched him?
Yeah, he's ass.
He is.
He's ass, but I'm surprised.
There's better guys. There's better guys than him. Like, here's the thing, and this is what I brought up. I said, listen, and if these guys are talking about, like, as if these guys aren't getting. That's why we didn't pick. Yeah. No, but here's my point. To bring up into this, these guys are not working out for your defense, and you know that up to this point. Why not go get other guys that can compete for that job? Like Trey Flowers or D Ford, who just got released. Those guys could easily replace what Cleveland Ferrell is.
Yeah, D Ford did just get cut. I'll take him.
No, I'm not even saying he's bad, but he could easily replace what fucking
Ken Farrell's trash. He's off.
yeah, he is. He should never have been picked. He should never have been picked with number 5 or 4. He was so trash that how many sacks does he have? Does he even have 4 sacks in his career?
He's got 9.5 sacks in his career. He hasn't had more than, I think it's
His career high is 4 in the
since
season.
his rookie season.
Yeah, he had 4 in the rookie season. That's his career high.
I believe Alex Barr will make the final roster for sure.
Hell, you know what? Dustin said it. He thinks he should start. I think, right? That's the guy who said, yeah.
I've said I think Alex Barr is a mauler, dude. I think he's a really good player. And if we play within the run like we are planning with Josh, I think it'd be a good idea. So I think it's
Or
all going
mainly
to come
at
down
least when
to
his
how they
ones,
want to
like when
play
Josh
Parham or Simpson, I think is how it'll come down.
Like I said. But yeah, do you guys got any other like surprising guys that you think could be cut?
Surprises.
You gave out surprises. We good.
Yeah, there's not
Hey,
many
listen,
that
I'm
you
not
can
gonna
think
lie;
of.
those aren't big surprises just because they're not performing better than half the other guys at their positions. So again, if they're not performing well and if they're not making themselves bigger names within the organization, then they're going down. Like again, they're very replaceable players. So, but yeah, anyone in the comments that got any like surprise players that you guys want to name? Did you have one, Noah?
I was thinking of them through my head. None of the guys we really signed for agency were big difference makers. We obviously had to trade for Adams. As for players we had on the roster, like before, this offseason, there isn't many that come to mind. I guess, we can maybe see, one of the the veteran linebackers we had here last year, or that got signed, like Kyler Fackrell, or Micah Kaiser get cut. I guess. I don't know. Darian Butler's been balling out. You never know.
Yeah, no, Darren Butler, man. He could make the 53.
I think the it's a very small sample size, Butler's production in the training camp. I think it's been like 3-4 practices so far. I think yesterday or 2 days ago was the first padded practice. I think he's actually learned a lot, and he's benefiting from Antonio Pierce coming with him from Arizona State as a linebackers coach here, which he is now as well in Vegas. I think that's helping him in his development tremendously as a linebacker and why he's balling out so
you
far.
don't get to see that many times. You really don't.
Nope. Something special.
Yeah, no, those are my players to not make the roster. If you guys, Dustin, you have any names or?
I was thinking the same players. So, I mean, frickin', like I've said 100 times, the reason I think Clee don't make the team is just because every single time anybody, it doesn't matter if it's just us over here talking or anybody else, every time somebody brings up the linebacker depth, nobody ever brings up Cleveland Farrell's name. He's never considered in it. He's never talked about it. When they bring up the defensive end depth, nobody fucking brings his name up. If nobody talking about him and got a place for him, then I don't see him being there. That's me personally. Abram, like I've said, I mean, I would rather run with Duran than Abram, like by far. So there's no doubt. Give Gillespie his turn. I mean, Gillespie's balled out, dude, when he was in college. He shut down some of the best freaking wide receivers, tight ends in the game. So I don't see why he can't do it in the NFL. I mean, the kid's a pretty good player. So those were going to be my two. I mean, like I said, I think we have players that can take over their spot and do stuff. They can play better, plain simple. I mean, that's how I look at it. I mean, we ain't heard from them yet. We haven't heard him talk. I mean, Abram, we've heard talk, so that's what I think might be a little different. But Clee, nothing. I just hear every single thing somebody says about him is always negative. So I would pick those two if it was me. Big name people, those would be my two.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with none of that. We are talking they sucked. They gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, I like Abram, dude. Like, I like Abram, but I said this last year. If you're going to keep Abram, he should have gained 35 pounds, dude, or at least 25, 30, put some more weight on him, and went to the linebacker position. Like, he should have made the transition right now. Like, if you're going to do that, I have no issue with it. But if you're telling me that the game's on the line, it's in the Super Bowl, dude, and we're going to fucking put Abram in the strong safety and then have him fucking go one-on-one with somebody back there, fuck no. Hell no.
If you put him in that back,
mean,
if you're even smart as a quarterback, you'll know to target Abram because that motherfucker's some shit. He's some fucking ass, bro. That's as easy as I can put it. He ass.
So my question is though, like, all right, so in sub packages, you couldn't play him like we played Landon Collins last, like a Buffalo nickel, like a hybrid linebacker / safety. We did with Landon Collins. The Landon's something coverage too, but once we played that hybrid role, that boy playing like a all pro. He was out there balling. Shawty was going crazy. So I don't know.
Shawty was going crazy.
And Landon is ass in coverage, bro. Like, he's ass. He might be worse than Jonathan Abram in coverage. He is ass. Like, don't get it twisted.
No, he might be bad, but I ain't gonna put him in no fucking. He ain't lower than fucking Abram, bro. Abram.
Bro, no, you don't watch NFC East. I'm telling you, Landon Collins is ass.
No, I get his ass, but like, dude, listen.
Horrible, bro.
At
I could break off Landon Collins, bro. He's ass.
I get that.
I could break this boy's ankles, and I don't even play football no more. Okay, I'm just telling you what it is. He's trash.
No, he's trash. I get that.
That bad.
I wouldn't say he's like John. I mean, like, here's the thing. At least he showed promise in a different, like, like you said, in a different position. But Abram, I don't think he's big enough to move to linebacker at his size. He's
I mean, how much does Jonathan Abram weigh though?
205 pounds.
Yeah, it's
some
205, dude. Listen, I'm gonna tell you a fact right here. Right, I'll tell you a fact. This is fact in football. If you're playing linebacker, you got to be around the 225, at least 230 mark for one. You're going to have to go man on with fucking 310, 315 pound linemen because that's what they're going to do if they get down there. Abram going to get bitched. They're going to throw him. When they're playing a scheme and bring him down in there to shoot a gap or something, there's a big difference inside there. Way big difference. If he's got to go down there and play that position and play against them people, he's going to get owned. Like, I'd be like, well, we're running this way.
Linebacker, like, not full-time linebacker, but like I gotta explain.
But that's my point. I'm not putting him back at safety. He's a liability. So that's what I'm saying. If he can't play, man, go look at the Cincinnati game when Jonathan Abram played him. I think it was last year, this last year in the season. We played him in the regular season.
How about the Kansas City game? Because he got 8 of 8.
They put up 9 for 9 for 128 on him. Like, Abram gets beat down, dude.
No. The Kansas City game, 8 of 8, 140 yards, and he got mossed twice.
Yeah.
This bitch fucking is some ass, bro. Like,
damn.
Oh, I'm just keeping it honest, bro. You some shit, man.
That's bad. I might agree with you. Landon Collins was never that bad. Oh, no, Landon was like, no.
I mean, but dude,
but Landon's made some big game-winning stops too back there. Abram ain't never gonna do that unless the ball bounces off the back of his helmet. Like, that's the only fucking way he's gonna get that play like that. I mean,
no. We have to pray that quarterback pulls some Jimmy G shit and overthrows his fucking wide receiver.
Or he runs into a fucking camera deal like Abram did when he damn near knocked him out. So
he said we have to pray that he runs into a camera.
Because, man, that's the only way. I mean,
until a Heineke stuff and throwing the triple coverage and quadruple coverage like he was doing with the Cowboys last year.
Nah, but I'll be honest, bro. John Abram, you ass. I hope you don't make the team. But outside that, yeah, you can go fuck yourself outside that, bro. I'm keeping it real, bro. And if any Raider fan ever tells you that John Abram has promise, you better send him my way because that boy getting drug tested.
That boy getting drug tested.
Anyways, who wins the wide receiver battle? I've already made my pick. Like, I've heard enough. I think I've heard enough. The guy's been doing this consistently for a bit. We've heard his name called quite a bit now. He has chemistry with Carr. He's consistently beating people. Hell, he beat Jonathan Abrams' ass today in coverage. Oh my god. I wasn't surprised when I saw that. Anyways, Tyron Johnson is going to win the wide receiver, like the wide receiver 2 on the outside battle to me.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, give me T. Billy on the outside. Dude has been stunning in camp. Oh, nothing but good, like sing-song praises from his teammates and stuff like that. I mean, what can you expect? This dude is putting up, absolute ridiculous, catches. And he's running the routes correctly. He's not.
He's a
fucking
hard
up during the
worker.
camp.
He comes
Yeah,
in.
exactly.
He's willing to learn. Tyron Johnson's, I think, our third best receiver we have on the team. And
Man.
I think he can easily put up 600 yards with Derek Carr. If he's going to do it with anyone, he's going to do it with Derek Carr in this system.
Especially with Renfro and Waller and Adams taking all the attention off him.
Yeah, but who's your guys' pick outside of?
Yeah, probably T. Billy as well. I mean, I just said it right there. The reasons to why I think he's just, he's stunning in camp right now.
Mm-hmm. Dustin, who do you have as winning out that third wide receiver
That's
position?
who I'm picking. I mean, I've said it. I don't think he gets the third. I think he gets the second, and
Well-
I think he'll play second wide receiver in the lineup just because of his speed. I mean,
I meant
said,
like the third option to get the ball, but second on the outside. Yes.
yeah, because when you're looking at the type of player and the type of roster, Mac, even Robinson, all of them have all pretty much said the same thing. It's going to be a wide receiver 3 by committee, depending on games, how they feel they need to go into it, things like that. So I think they're going to have a rotation of different type of players back there. And I've already said when it comes to Robinson, Cole, Holland, all those guys, their body stature is all the same. Like they're the same build, same height, same stature. So whoever makes it obviously was the better one out of them all anyways. So I think in my opinion, I think Johnson is more dangerous for our team. So that's why I'm picking him. The play action, get over the top on a player, stretch him. I mean, he's going to stretch him. So I'm picking Johnson.
Yeah, no. If you're looking for an actual third wide receiver to throw the ball to and spread out the field, you're looking towards Tyron Johnson. Like, it's just as easy as that. What's the comment say? What's that, bro? What's up, Titans Insider? What's up, man? But like, I think this was a pretty easy choice. I haven't really heard. I mean, the other guy I've heard of, Matt Collins. We'll see how he does, but
Matt Collins, he cool. He all right. He a former Eagle, so I know about him. He all right.
Yeah, he's all right. I mean, he's nothing game changing,
cool.
but I think he's going to perform well if he's given that fourth wide receiver option kind of thing. But we'll see.
I can agree with that.
Anyways,
I think Matt Collins is most definitely can be the third wide receiver option on that list just because, like I said, in Miami, he's a team captain there. He's been in the Super Bowl with the Eagles. I mean, the guy's been in crucial places and gone. You got Robinson that's been in the same kind of structure. So I think it's going to come down. They're going to keep somebody like DJ Turner or Justin Hall. So not all of them are going to make the team. That's just facts.
yeah. Anyways, so Protect, did you see that one comment? I said, "Fuck that bitch."
I agree with that. It's always
That
fucked up.
press guy can go fuck himself. Anyways, Cowgirl fans, don't get too pressed. Just like that sorry ass team you have. So what's that here? Oh, I didn't delete that one second. So we've kind of seen multiple teams have done this actually in the last. What's up, Justin Sports? What's up, man? This one article is written, and they said that they had two players that they felt the these players would not live up to the hype and be good, would be Chandler Jones and he said Chandler Jones. Let me see. I wrote down the players, and he said Darren Waller, and he said I was like, bro, I just need this. I was gonna say, bro, listen, and I wanted to speak on this because I just felt like this was dumb. Because listen, Darren not only has been given an actual player to give off less coverage towards Darren Waller, where he can win more one-on-one matchups, but he's been given a very good offense, and if he can come in and be healthy, how is he not going to live up? What do you think he's not going to live up to? Because he's going to put up 900 plus yards, and that's, to me, that's very good in this offense. Chandler Jones is put in a better situation than he has been put in last year, so I think he can perform better because now he's got Max Crosby, and he's going to help Max Crosby. Max Crosby is going to help him, and hell, Malcolm Kuntz is going to help him too. So I just thought it was crazy that that you want to name off those two guys, and he said Darren Waller, he was like talking about like Darren Waller, had one good season. I'm like, bro, you just hate me, bro. That's crazy. Whoever wrote this had to be a Charger fan. After that loss, man, you guys been devastated. Those Charger fans, bro. Man, it's crazy. Man, I'm just roasting every team I get a chance to, bro. Charger fans, listen, bro. How about you get Herbert's dick out your mouth and give me some real facts? Like, because you keep telling me y'all gonna go 13-4, and I don't think any team in the AFC is going 13-4, to be honest. Like, well, okay, I can see the Bills do that because didn't they just come off a 12-5 season?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they improved. They really did. So I think they're the one team to me that can actually do that. But in this division, every team is going to beat the living shit out of every other team in this division. Like, there's not going to be like the Chiefs are not going 5-1 in this division. The Broncos aren't going. Whether or not Bronco fans like to understand this, and they probably don't have the brain cells to understand this. Like, bro, y'all not going 5-1 in this division. Y'all not winning this division. Y'all not. I know you want the pain to end, but you're not winning this division, bro. You're not.
They ain't beat us in 2 years, dude. They ain't beat us in 2 years.
Hey, man. Hey, I know Walmart's part owner of you guys, but we own you too, so. Is this guy? There ain't no way, bro. Anyways,
So the Chargers get a run defense. I ain't trying to hear none of what they talking about.
I ain't hearing shit when you have Brandon fucking Staley as your coach, and he's one of the biggest reasons you lost. And you got, yeah, bro.
Brandon Staley, he just a wild turkey, bro. He just takes 100 chances. My man is Riverboat Ron on crack. Like, he on some other type shit.
Hey, I mean, he's a good defensive coordinator.
I can sit here and bring up how Bronco fans, and listen, maybe you guys have so much meth in that head of yours, you just don't understand facts and shit, but I had a Bronco fan really trying to tell me Nathaniel Hackett has been more successful than Josh McDaniels. Now, if you can tell me one thing.
Huh?
Yes. Wait, tell me. Let me just ask this.
That's been Josh McDaniels.
What has Nathaniel Hackett ever done outside of sit in the shadow of fucking bro? He was literally the shadow of that team. He literally sat in the shadow of Aaron Rodgers. He was the puppet of that team, bro. He did nothing.
Hey, I said that if they want to give him the credit for getting Aaron Rodgers the MVP for that year, going to the NFC Championship and losing, then fuck, go ahead and take that deal. I'm going to take Josh McDaniels, go over there to 6 Super Bowls and win 6 Super Bowls. So I'm good on that shit. Big difference between when you're looking at success. Big difference.
That was bro. I'm not trying to hear that discussion where that was Nathaniel Hackett's team, because we all know that was I'm blanking on his name right now. What's the guy's name?
You can't compare no experience to minimal success. Josh McDaniels, even though he still has a bad win record as a head coach, at least he's had experience as a head coach. You can't say that for Nathaniel Hackett. This dude has been pretty much anywhere you can be in an offense besides as a head coach. You know, he's been an offensive coordinator, a QB's coach. He's played, or a tight ends coach in college, a passing specialist. he's been everything on the offense except a head coach.
Bro,
McDaniels has been
he
at
was
this for
Matt
longer, and
LaFleur's
he's had
bitch, bro. What are
experience.
you talking about? He was like Matt LaFleur's glorified bitch. And if you taking that over a guy that's won 6 Super Bowls, man, I want some of that meth. I don't know. What are you been smoking? It's crack, bro. It's crazy.
And if you just talking just last year, when it comes to success between Nathaniel Hackett and Josh McDaniels, that's a little bit more understandable. But if you talking just last year, you understand what the Patriots were going through. Had rookie quarterback.
So okay, wait a minute. So
no wide receiver. No wide receiver. And
they were top 5, top 15
on
offense.
3 passes, bruh. So what the hell are you talking about? That this dude is better than him when the dude has Aaron Rodgers, bruh. He's Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, bruh.
And he's
that makes me look good. I look good with Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams.
Bro, he still hasn't done it. He still hasn't won a ring, bro. You got glorified, bro. That team, that was just crazy. I have never, bro. This man literally
talking last year, like,
bro. Listen, that how is that Patriot offense with what they dealt with? Top 15. Like, bro, Nathaniel Hackett, if that team was coached by fucking Hackett, bro, man, I can't wait till the Broncos flop. Like Walmart, Walmart fucking
Dustin can make that team a top 10 offense, bro.
Now, wait a minute. I got a real question for you, right?
Adams, I
got a question for you. What does Walmart and the Raiders have in common? They're both part-time owners of the damn Broncos.
Pretty good.
Damn.
Shit, you know what? Broncos own you guys about 40%. We own you 60%, bitch. Damn. Bronco fans, I would love for you guys to fire back in the comments. Anyways.
We got Russ. We good. We got Russ. We're going to sell it. We got Russ.
Man, get off Russ's dick, bitch.
We got Russ, bro.
So we've seen
unlimited
teams, man. We've seen teams release new helmets. Now, will the Raiders bring out new helmets, and do you want them to?
Y'all got enough colors. I don't see y'all doing
Yeah,
that.
no, we shouldn't bring back. I mean, we there's one helmet I think that we should bring back. That's like remember the AFL anniversary helmets that we wore with the 60s jerseys. It was like sort of like the same logo, but it was like all silver instead of just all black.
Yeah,
I think that'd be the only helmet. People say bring in a black helmet and go all black. No, I mean it's the
y'all logo.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it'd be like a Raiders fit, if that makes sense. Going all black. The silver works really well with the team. It's our identity.
Fine with all silver and all black, bro. Like shit.
We say the
I'm
silver
gonna say
and
it like
black.
this. I'm gonna say it just like this, man. You don't fuck with the Raiders uniforms, man. Our colors stay where they are. We don't need no alternate. We don't need no fucking recap. Our uniform's been the same since 1963, damn near. So they don't need to be changed. You start fucking with colors like that, you're gonna alter what the Raiders were and are. Like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm fine with our uniforms.
Yeah,
it's like changing the Packers unis from like back to that old shitty Navy alternates that you wore back in the mid 2010s and late 2000s. It's like the same type of effect you would have with the Raiders, bringing like something that isn't part of the identity, and you're gonna it's not gonna feel right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, there's no reason to change them.
I don't see why y'all change anything. Y'all don't need to change nothing. I got a simple bro.
Black,
white, silver, bro. What you got to change, bro?
No, I like what we have. Nothing really.
If you're the Chargers or the Donkeys, you got to change your shit because nobody likes you to begin with. So I'm good with that. We don't got to.
I mean, why would they? Wait a minute. You want the Chargers to change their uniforms for their mythical fans? Come on, man.
Hey, I mean, they got to put the glitter sparkles on there. Fucking hop up.
Man, they're literally mythical, like unicorns. And when you find them, all you find them doing is just, bro, Justin Herbert's dick is just down their fucking throat, bro. It's crazy.
Jay Herbert, my boy too, but dang, I ain't got his joint in my mouth. I'm going too far now.
Bro,
I can't-
it's crazy. Sometimes I have to ask if they're like actually breathing with what they say, bro. It's crazy.
They might
Anyways.
be kids, bro. Let them eat kids in peace. Like, just let them
Hey, their kids are gonna see what they're doing with their mouths, bro.
I'm saying they like eating children. Let them do that in peace. They weird. Let them do that in peace.
Damn
Do
glitter
their
sparkles.
weird rituals in
Oh.
peace.
I called them the goddamn glitter sparkles. Anyways, so unlike dumb Patriot fans that will try and tell you that McDaniels was a bad offensive coordinator, well, with what he worked with to get you guys top 15, I'm not really worried with this offense. We can be easily top 3 with what we have. We might have one of the most talented offenses in the league. When you put Derek Carr with Josh Jacobs and Kenyon Drake in a better system, you have Devontae, Hunter Renfro, and Devontae. You have, or Darren Waller, sorry, and those are all really great weapons. So how good of a coach can McDaniels be with this team, and how good can this offense really be this year? And I mean, I'm already seeing there's so much competition. It looks like the players are fixing their own mistakes. They're holding themselves accountable, and they're really trying to win these games, and they're really ready to go in. And we're ready to put the 53 best on that field. And I think the 53 best on this team are going to get us pretty deep in the playoffs this year.
I think McDaniels could be a coach of the year candidate.
Someone said, "Yeah, damn." But what are you guys' thoughts on this?
Well, I don't know. It's gonna be much tougher for him this go around with the Raiders than it is, last time with the Broncos. I don't know. It should have been a cakewalk division with him in 2009 and 2010. He fucking blew it with that team. I mean, it wasn't good, granted, but the AFC West was much worse than it is right now. It's gonna be easily as tough, if not tougher, for him. The one thing he has going for him is experience, and now he's got this maturity level with him that he's gonna take and help bring this team, as a leader. Far, and hopefully.
I mean, the best coaches in the league, they failed when they first coached. Like, Belichick failed on his first experiment. Andy Reid debatably failed when he first tried coaching, but he's better. I think McDaniels can be a great coach this time around. I don't think people realize that. He's definitely better than he's given credit for. And with him spending so many years with Bill Belichick, I definitely think he can definitely go farther with this team.
I think frickin' Josh can for sure, because even with him there, he still coached Tim Tebow, and he coached Tebow pretty well. So, I mean, it's not like he just ain't a good coach. I mean, Tom Brady wouldn't have kept him around as long as he did if he wasn't good at what he did. Like everybody in the Patriots, at some point or some time, end up gone within the first few years. He stayed there the whole entire time he wanted to be there. So I think Josh over here, when you hear other coaches talking about like his football knowledge is unreal, it's to a whole nother level. People don't really realize just how smart Josh is. I mean, back then he said he knew football, he didn't know people. So he said that was one of his biggest mistakes when he went into Denver. And we still owned him there too. So just so you know that. But at the same time, I believe the way that they came into it this time was Zangler, the coaching staff, the way they built everybody behind each other, all football knowledge people. I just think Josh, this time going around, it's going to be hard for him to fail because of all the people around him. I mean, if he fails to that extent, he just ain't never going to be a good coach. But I do believe that he's going to be a great coach. I think the way that they built this place is it's almost dummy proof, man. You just can't. If one guy's faltering, another guy has the information to booster you. So I think just all the way around this whole deal, I mean, all the way from the very top all the way down, they've structured it pretty damn good. So I think the way when you hear guys saying that Josh is over there getting after the defensive players, that he's not only just getting after the offense, he's getting after the defense, shows that he's taking the head coach responsibility serious, not just being like Gruden, probably just fixated on the offense the whole entire time. So I do believe that Josh is going to be pretty good going this time around.
Yeah. you have anything to add on? No.
No.
Okay. Yeah, no, I agree. I think we have such a very experienced coaching staff, and I just don't see a way he falters. If he falters, someone else is going to be there to pick his slack up. But the again, we'll see. Can't wait to get into this year. But we're going to do the next segment. It's called Playoffs or No. So I'm going to go through the AFC teams, and I want you to tell me yes or no. Now, we can go and say yes for more than 7 teams, but I think what we'll do is just, as if we have more than 7 teams, we'll get it down to 7. So first team I'm going to name is, I think this is an easy no for everyone here, but New England.
No. No.
Probably not. I mean,
No.
honest, probably not.
No, I say no. Cincinnati, I say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Boston, what do you think?
That Cincinnati makes the playoffs?
Yeah.
I would say yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I say yeah. Kansas City, I'll go yes. Until proven otherwise that they can be beaten and taken out of the playoffs, I'll say yes.
Yep.
You the Chiefs too.
Pittsburgh, I say no.
No.
He said no. Fuck them bitches.
They got Mitch Trubisky at quarterback, bro. Miss me with that.
And then they got the small hands quarterback. Yeah, hell no.
I'm going to say yes. And the reason I'm going to say yes is because, to my knowledge, I don't think Mike Tomlinson's ever missed the playoffs in his whole.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, a lot of times. Yeah, he
He's
missed
had
in
never had
2009. Let me list off all the times I can name off the top of my head. 2009, 2012, 2013, 2018, and 2019. He's missed it a few times.
He never went under
That he
8-8.
missed those years?
Yep.
He missed those years?
Never finished
He's
under
missing
500.
those years.
So, no,
Yeah,
so
that's
never
right.
gone under
That's what I'm
500.
thinking. But still, they got a good defense, man.
So,
That's a good
I
defense
will give
over
them
there.
a 9-8 season at the best, but they're missing the playoffs. I'll give them over 500, but they're not making the playoffs.
Yeah,
That's
but
all.
I still think, like, when it comes down to the complete team, offense, defense, I mean, I think they're better than Baltimore as a complete unit. Like, I believe Baltimore has a great defense, but I believe that the Steelers do have offensive players. I mean, Claypool is no slouch. Johnson's no slouch. Harris is no slouch. I mean, what are we just going to sleep on them and say that they're no good?
It's a
I mean, if
character
I'm
issue for
sitting
those
here,
guys.
if I'm going to sit here and say
It's a character issue. They
that
have immaturity.
Baltimore's offense is better than the Pittsburgh's offense, that's bullshit. I don't think so.
Seriously, it's
They
not gonna
don't
be
have a quarterback, bro. They're not.
Yeah, but I mean, go look at Dabo. Look at what Dabo, or what's his name? What the dude's name in the Giants? That guy said right away, Dabo, when he first got there and they interviewed him and they asked him, dude, he said out of his own mouth that Mitch Trubisky should not have been a backup, that he felt he was a starter, that they didn't know why he was over there. And if you're sitting here just sitting at the player to play with, looking at the Bears versus the Steelers is a better team than the Bears, and especially in the offensive side.
Oh, it is. Okay.
So, I mean, we can't always just rate a player to the team that they're on. You got to see where they're going.
Listen, they had Matt Nagy, but
There's
I'm not going to sit here and make excuses.
There's plenty of quarterbacks that suck and win other places.
I'm not trying to hear this excuse.
Alex Smith is one of them. Alex Smith's one of them.
Listen,
he was trash as fuck in the Niners. Went over to went to the Kansas City and was a good ass quarterback. It all depends on where they go.
Well, like I said, and here's the thing, right? Mitch Trubisky, he is surrounded by immaturity. That's all it is. They're not a mature team. They're not that mature. You look at Chase Claypool. He has a lot of maturing to do. Deontay, no maturity issues I know of. I mean, he's not a moron like I think Chase Claypool is. But listen, that defensive secondary outside of their safety,
their team's good, bro. Their team's good.
Their defense. Listen. They have a good pass rush, but if you look at their secondary, bro, it's some shit compared to the fucking Ravens. Like, I hate to put it this way, but I'm taking the Ravens defense by a mile over them. Because to me, the Ravens are a more complete defense than the Steelers, and that's not even like me. Yes, you can say the Steelers pass rush is better, but the secondary
I'm picking the Steelers.
defense as a whole.
It's fine. I cannot wait till they miss the playoffs.
Wait a minute. You think Pittsburgh's got a better defense?
I'm picking Pittsburgh to make the playoffs. That's the conversation, and that's who I'm picking.
That's fine. Can't wait till
Now that quarterback's right a fucking.
Well, if he makes it, then we can talk about it then, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you a kudos. I'll give you a double O.
But Buffalo, yes, I got Buffalo winning their division.
Obviously.
I got the Colts winning their division, so I think they're a yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't see the Titans.
Maybe the only
going
team
back
in
this
the
year.
AFC the playoffs. I see that.
Yeah. Now it's not. Here's the thing. So I know I said having to win the division. Tennessee fans, like, I get it. You still have Derrick Henry, but you got Ryan Tannehill, and that's all I have to say. Anywho,
and you don't have AJ Brown anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Malik Willis as your backup.
I didn't ask about this. Yeah, the Raiders. I got them. Fuck yeah, bro. Got me fucked up if you think I got the Raiders. Goddamn playoff.
He said you got me fucked up.
Nah, I really got to listen to a podcast, and listen, this guy this showed how smart and dumb you are, and then it shows the people. It kind of contradicts the people from who should have a podcast and who should not. This guy should not. No offense, but when you tell me the Raiders are going 8-9, you're smoking some damn dog shit, bro.
Y'all funny as hell.
But I think most of us are
goofy shit.
Told me 8-9. You got me fucked up. He said the Raiders went on a rookie. Man, you want to talk about luck, bro? I ain't give it. I'm not gonna mention your team, bro. Y'all got the Raiders making the playoffs, though.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
You sound too confident, Noah. What's wrong, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm getting scared. It's scarily reminding me of maybe 2005 with the wide receiver, and then 2017 with this hype with this team coming in again. I don't know. I'm keeping my expectations low as I've had for the past few years, but
and these other teams gonna fuck themselves, bro.
Yeah, exactly. If they do fuck themselves over, I can be like, well, typical Raiders. But if they do well again, oh shit, call me surprised. But at the same time, not really, because I was hoping for this. And
Ravens?
The expectations are hot there, but yeah, I do think that
they're gonna make the playoffs. They made
the next team I'm gonna name is the Ravens. Now, listen, these are teams that now we can go say yes for more than 7 teams, but we'll dim it down when we get done. So Ravens.
Damn.
Yeah.
Give me Lamar.
No injuries this season. I just hope the injury bug doesn't get them, and they're
no. If injury bug gets them, they're over with.
Yeah, I'm betting on that. I'm betting that the injury gets him, and you don't have a fucking wide receiver one outside of Bateman. So come on, what is this fucking guy? Mark Andrews just becomes the next fucking greatest fucking tight end ever step face on this earth, dude. Takes on the league, goes for 2,500 fucking yards. Get out of here with that shit. It's not happening.
Nah.
I hope on fucking Lamar Jackson to run for 4,000 yards. Ain't gonna happen.
God damn, if he did that, he should win MVP.
Yeah, it's not happening.
I'm gonna say Ravens no. Titans no. You can suck a dick. Broncos, I'll give you
no.
I'll put them in the consideration, but when we get dimming it down, I'm gonna say hell to the
no. Just say no.
What's it? What the fuck did I mark the damn button for? Oh, fuck me, Dad. I missed the team, damn it. It's on my part. Not. You guys say yes or no?
Who?
For who?
Oh, for the Broncos. Sorry, I didn't hear if Noah and Dustin.
Nah. I'm really low on the Denver this year. Just because you got a QB, all of a sudden means you're gonna fix all your problems that you've been having for the past few years.
They still do have
really. I don't know. You guys, there's no longer no fly zone over there, and your freaking pass rushers are always getting fucking injured. So who fucking knows with them?
Their number one pass rush is Randy fucking Gregory. That's all I have to goddamn tell you.
It should be Bradley Chubb if he's healthy, but
yeah, but he's always injured.
What, Bradley Chubb 5 games healthy? Is that what you're expecting? Well, you
I
want
said
him on?
it's healthy. I said,
Yeah, no, bro. Week 3 is on IR because he can't get fucking.
my foot, my ankle, my shoulder. Boy, get
your lame ass on,
ass
bitch.
on and play.
Get your lame ass on. Grow a fucking pair, bitch.
Get your lame ass on.
Grow a fucking pair, bitch.
Grow a new shoulder, nigga.
Man, it's like Julio. You need new hamstrings, bitch.
Go get some new hamstrings, bro. Get your life together.
Yeah, Titans. He's been sucking dick. Denver, hell no.
Cleveland,
Cleveland, man. You think I'm putting Cleveland in the playoff consideration? Hell,
I was just gonna say no by default because they decided to trade for Watson. I couldn't give a shit if you had all the talent in the world. The fact that you traded for Deshaun Watson is still a no by default for me. I don't care if you guys go 17-0. I don't fucking care. You guys are fucking cunts. Jimmy Haslam, go fucking kill yourself.
You say
Unfucking believable. Disgrace your own franchise. You alienated the first quarterback to bring you a playoff win since the 80s. How retarded are you?
Bro. Hey, bro. Hey, they went from trading away the quarter that won their first 12 game in 25 years to a man that be whipping his dick out from all these women.
Yeah.
it's sad. Listen. Imagine being a Lions fan, but then imagine being a Cleveland fan, bro. It's worse, bro. You guys have.
We just won a playoff game 2 years ago. Now
Okay, here's the biggest difference between Lion fans and the Brown fans. The Lions, you guys have no expectations for your team. Brown fans, I don't know where this fucking. You guys are like the fucking Cowboys nowadays. It's our year. It's our year. Suck a dick. You got Deshaun Watson for probably fucking 5 games if you're lucky. Suck a dick. You have Jacoby Brissett. Salute.
Jacoby Brissett, bro. Not making no.
Nah, but Jets. Hell, the Jets will be better than the Browns. Mark it. No, I'm joking.
Don't go that far.
Hey. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. If they got Jacoby Brissett for a whole season, that's not far-fetched.
Wait a
I
minute.
ain't gonna hold you. Like, damn serious. That's not that far-fetched, bro.
Hey, I will say this. If I
that's
sit
not
here,
far-fetched, bro.
No, because let's be honest.
Probably ass.
Let's be honest, though. I'm taking, bro, I'm not going to hold you, bro. Zach Wilson is, 5 tiers above Jacoby Brissett, who is some dog shit, bro.
Hey, my man be smashing people's moms.
Listen, bro. He got the dog. He got the dog in him, bro.
You got that dog in him. We need to go. We got him.
Nah, but Jets.
Oh,
Listen, Jets fans, respect your quarterback, but fuck your team. You're not making the playoffs.
The team ain't making the playoffs now, but
Dolphins, I can
respect
see
that Wilson to Wilson combo though. Shout out to Garrett and Zach. Well, Dolphins made the playoffs. They got 2.
I'll say yes to the Dolphins. I think I'll say yes to Dolphins.
Man, Tyreek Hill about to cry, boy. He's like, I don't get the ball. Bro.
I don't know. You got to remember, this is the first year without Flores over there, and he basically revitalized the culture. How are they going to run their team without him over there? That's going to be something to look forward to.
It's funny because this guy is. I think Tyreek, bro. I don't know what you've been smoking, but apparently it's been to his nuts because, god damn, you said the most accurate quarterback in the league, and he's been smoking Tua's fucking nuts. Sorry, you know what? He's been smoking Tua's sperm, bro.
If my man turned Patrick Mahomes to a op, like, dang, Tyreek, what are you doing, bro?
Okay, well, who do we got winning each division? Okay, how about this? We'll put it this way: who do we got winning the AFC East?
No question.
So let's just go by that way because it was a little hard to mark down what teams. So let's say this, right? We'll go by division winner first. So Bills, who wins the AFC South? I'll say the Colts. AFC North. We'll say AFC North. I want to say Cincy because
I don't know. Ravens.
I want to say Cincinnati, but
I say Cincinnati, bro. It's close though.
I say Cincy close though. AFC West. I'm still going to take the Chiefs to win this division.
Mm-hmm.
Until proven that they're going to get knocked off. Yeah, no. So those are 4 playoff teams.
I respect that.
Now,
I'm like I said, Chargers win the AFC West though. I'm to the Chargers.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Though wait.
The Raiders finished second as a wild card.
I'm sorry. Time the fuck out, bro. Wait, I literally have each conference pulled up. Damn, they the Chargers pull like their fans. They just disappeared. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm literally looking at the screen.
I'm dead, cuz.
Bro, personally, if I'm the Charger fans, shit, bro. I'm not taking that
I
disrespect.
don't know. I don't know why Charger fans got this so farewell to their team, bro. They goofy. They weird. Charger fans are weird, bro.
Mhm.
They're some weirdos. You throwing me off. I know one legit like cool Chargers fan. That's something weird as hell.
Sucks to be him, right? Oh.
Damn. It sucks to be him.
But I do have the Raiders and possibly the Chargers making the playoffs. But you could put the Ravens in the final wild card spot. Like, I personally would probably take him over the Broncos. Not offensively, but defensively, I would. Like, dude, that defense, bro. It's like Zach Wilson. They got the dog in them.
Man, Dax Milne got a dog in him too. He a wild turkey too. I can take you with girlfriend.
Yeah, personally, I wouldn't let that happen.
I know, right?
But
They
yeah,
both some goofies.
man, it's crazy, man.
It's like Zach Wilson got the dog in. I'm dead. Oh shoot! Hey yo, you funny as hell, bro.
This show have been funny as hell, bro. So yeah, as Raider fans have all seen by now, Denzel Good, did retire, but he was put on a reserved list for the Raiders. So if he felt like he could come back next year, he will. He could. Do we see him because he was put on this list? Do we see a chance that he comes back? If he feels like he rehabbed enough and took enough time away.
There's no reason for him to put his body more injury.
I doubt it though.
Yeah, no, I doubt it. I'm just, it's a question to be raised. Like, he
Small
could.
possibility, yeah.
Yeah,
Talk about probabilities. This dude, he's put his body on the line for 8 seasons, 3 in Indy in the past, like 5 here in Vegas and Oakland. You know, he's a trooper. He plays one of the most physical positions in the O line, and to come off a torn ACL as a 300, 250 plus pound guy, and then not feel like you're back at it. You can just call it quits right there. Restructure your deal, get a few milli off that deal, retire with still well bagged, and enjoy the rest of your 20s and into your 30s, have your family and stuff like that. I think this is a good time for him to retire, considering that he's coming off this big injury. You want him to enjoy his life.
No, yeah, he's in a very solidified box too as a guard. So I do think it's the end of his career, but there is a chance maybe if he feels like he has rehabbed enough and he feels like he can be good to go, I would bring him back as maybe the main guy to come off the bench when needed. It wouldn't be many reps, but it would just be, hey, come in as a backup, take these few reps, and we'll see, But because he was put on this reserve and retired list so that they weren't cutting him or anything. So I was just it raised the question, do they know something that maybe he just wants another year to rehab?
It could be though, but I think when you like, cause I'm around his age myself. I'm in my late 20s, so like when you around that age, you about to hit 30. You start to be about your health. He probably thinking, like, bro, I'm coming off an ACL tear. I'm not trying to deal with this shit no more. Let me get the hell up out of here before I tear this bitch again and gotta deal with it again. So coming towards ACL himself, you don't want to do that twice, bro. Sometimes you just call it.
Bro, I broke my same leg ankle twice, bro. That shit it's not easy to come back from the same time.
Hell no.
So, okay. It wasn't really my doctor's fault. It was me because I came back. I thought I was okay. She told me, she's like, you probably should take 2 or 3 more weeks. And I said, well, I feel great. And I went on and played football and
broke it again, didn't you?
Yeah, it was fun.
Broke it again.
Yeah, hell yeah, bitch.
You want to keep breaking shit. Leave shit alone. Fuck.
Hey, you know what the real men of the world do? They stand up and they walk on that bitch.
Fuck that. Fuck, I ain't walking no ACL too.
No, so
I
this
lit
thing,
my
bro,
ass off that field, bro.
I almost punched my teammate in the face because he comes over. He's like, "Your ankle's fine. Come here, stand up." I'm like, get away from me, bitch. This man tried to help me stand up. I'm like, bro, let me go. I called 3 times. I'm like, I'm not standing the fuck up. I broke this goddamn ankle. I broke this ankle, bitch.
My teammate tried to drag me to the sideline. I said, bro, get off me, bro. I'll limp. You gonna
Man,
limp?
you know what? I walked to that
You
sideline.
goofy as hell. I don't give a fuck. I'm about to limp. Limp my ass. Yeah, you know you tore your ACL, right? I said, dang. Is it fully torn? It's like, nah, it's partially torn.
That's the good part because when you
gotta do surgery like immediately. So they did like a scope and fixed the jump.
Nah, but for real though, that's some real fucking ass, bro. When you fully tear that shit, fuck.
Oh yeah, no, I ain't fully teared, thank God. Cause
What were you doing?
Sick. I was playing football. Somebody hit a helmet in my knee.
Nice.
Somebody realized it. I'm like, ah!
He said,
I heard that joke pop. I was like, ah! Get off me! Ah, it's hurt. He's like,
So-
"Man, you good, Sean?" I said, I'm not good, bro. Get
I'm
away.
good. Yeah, I'll show you what good looks like, bitch.
I'm one leg good. Get off me. My man
Nah,
got
but
me up. He
for
said,
real though,
"You need to be dragged to the jump." I said, "No, I'm not getting dragged, bro. I'm about to limp." Like, you look goofy as hell,
so
limping,
this was-
boy.
what?
Oh no, I was saying, dude told me I look goofy limping. That's how I told him I don't care.
Tell him to suck a fucking dick. Goddamn. The next discussion was brought up where Devontae said he was talking about the going from one Hall of Fame quarterback to the other, and I brought this up to say, listen, I think Derek Carr right now, if he retired, may not be a Hall of Famer. He may be, partially to what it just depends on what you think, right? But I've said this. I said guaranteed. I think by the end of his career, he will be a Hall of Famer. I think 100% right now. You can debate yes or no. It's fine, right? And I'm not going at you if you say no. I understand that. But moving forward for his next, he's got 7-8 years left in the tank to at least play, right? He probably got more. Excuse me. He's probably got more. But to me, Derek Carr by the end of his career will be a surefire Hall of Famer. He might be the best quarterback in the Raiders' history. He's debatably already in that consideration, but I think he will be going down as the greatest quarterback for the Raiders, at least, and he will be in the Hall of Fame.
All right, so hey, Troy, I need you to chill, bro, because Dan Marino is definitely a Hall of Famer, bro. All right. Phillip Rivers is definitely a Hall of Famer, and neither one got rings. So I need you to stop. I need him to stop what he's saying in his comment section, talking crazy. But I do think Derek Carr could definitely be a Hall of Famer.
No, and Derek Carr will win.
Right now? Hell no, he's not a Hall of Famer right now. He's a Hall of very good.
But at the end of his career, he will be a Hall of Famer, and yes, he will win a ring. Adrian, you're a Bronco fan. I get it. But listen, Derek Carr will win, and he will win a championship by the end of his career. He will. And he will be in the Hall of Fame.
Hey, Troy, you a Bronco fan? Hey, man, I want you to collab with me, man. Hit my subscribe my channel, hit my line, man.
I mean, you look at QBs that are in the Hall of Fame that never won a ring. You look at the worst quarterback by a Hall of Fame monitor to make the Hall of Fame was the QB of the Bills in the 90s and 80s, Jim Kelly, who made it with a 59.1. Carr right now, he's got like a 33.34, something around that area, around the same, monitor score as Andrew Luck, Tannehill, and Danny White, to name a few players. And Carr is still, young. He's basically, he just turned 30 years old or 31 years old. He's got like another 6-7 years.
A ring. And if he doesn't, he will still go in the Hall of Fame. Like, that's a guarantee. He will be a Hall of Famer by the end of his career.
He still has. That's what I'm saying. He still has time. You don't have to write him off yet. He's been the starter for this long for a reason. It's because, he's been the guy for the Raiders for the past decade, or almost a decade actually now.
Jim Kelly went to 4 Super Bowls and lost all 4.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It don't matter how many Super Bowls you go to. It matters, like what you were saying with your logic. It matters. Adrian, your QB has regressed from the QB who won. Okay. Oh shit, we got some firing back in the comment section.
Hey, Russ.
Nah, but Carr, bro, I'll guarantee you this right now. He will win at least one ring with these Raiders in the next 5 years. Like I can see it, bro. And like
Shoot.
I don't know, man. I really think Derek Carr, yes, by the end of his career, 100%, he'll be a Hall of Famer.
That's all we can hope for. I mean, we had Ken Stabler, Snake, set 9 years with the silver and black. He won one ring. He made 4 Pro Bowlers, and he's in the Hall of Fame. He made an All-Pro
Dude,
team.
I
Carr's
don't
made an
know.
All-Pro team. He's been in 3 Pro Bowlers or 3 Pro Bowls. He's selected 3 of them. Basically, play a couple more years, you got near that same exact score.
Yeah, and I don't know how Carr wouldn't be if he's broke every single record in the Raiders franchise history. So I don't know how he wouldn't be in there.
He'll be in there.
No, I think he'll definitely be there. Like, what did you say who his marker was?
Who I said he was similar to?
Oh no, I mean, didn't you name off a number like his? What was the number you named off? It was like talking about like his Hall of Fame. It was like
His Hall of Fame honor score. Basically, it's a score that combines accolades and experience, years started from a quarterback into a compressed score of what they were ranked among Hall of Fame. Like 100. It's kind of like OPS plus in baseball, where 100 is average. The higher you are, the better you are for your time of all time. The lower you are, the less average you are. And among quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame, the average right now is 109 honor score. But of course, that's inflated because you have guys like Manning, Favre, Unitas, Montana, Elway, Marino, blah
Tony,
blah blah.
bro,
All these guys.
fire back.
You have all these guys in the Hall of Fame that have inflated the score. But you still have guys down here like Joe Namath, Len Dawson, Bob Grease, Troy Aikman, Jim Kelly, who had mediocre careers. You could argue that Carr's had greater careers than them, but they're also in the Hall of Fame. So there is that element to it as well, that you can play for as long as you want or be as good as you want. You can still not make it, or you could be bad enough and you could make it. You never know.
These people are going at it in the comments. It's funny.
Man, honestly speaking, he's speaking facts though. Like you understand though, folk. Like Russ had a really good rookie year when they won that Super Bowl, bro. I even the sophomore season. He had a rookie season before that, but if they ain't had beast mode and they had Elijah Boom, they were not winning with Russell Wilson by himself, bro. So
yeah, right now. If
we already know he's not. He threw an interception on the fucking 1 yard line. We know he ain't.
Hey,
we already know he ain't.
We can't blame Russ on that though. We can't blame Russ on that, bro.
Fuck if I can. Did he throw the ball when he had beast mode right behind him? I blame him 100%.
No, you gotta blame the coordinator, folk. He should have gave the ball to beast mode.
Russ should have said, "Man, fuck that." Hey, audible.
Audible, bro.
Hey, let me tell you something. If that was Peyton Manning, as much as I hate to say this, if that was Peyton Manning, he would have came to that line and been like, Omaha. That shit would have got changed, dude. Like, that shit would have got changed. So, hey, Russell is a dumbass motherfucker. He's like Aaron Rodgers. Hey, he's like Aaron Rodgers. He got there. He got there when he was young, and he ain't never been back.
I want to blame him on the throw too, though. He really didn't throw that ball into a great spot, though. Like the corner was clearly there.
Russell Wilson's just like freaking Aaron Rodgers. He got to the Super Bowl once. He's lived off that fame the rest of his time. I mean, Rodgers been putting up his work. Russell's been declining over the years. It's not like this fool just been the greatest quarterback over there like Rodgers. So you can have him, take him. It doesn't matter.
Also making valid points.
Yeah, no, but I don't think this is really debatable. Like, damn, bro, that's crazy though. These people going back and forth in the comments. It's funny, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but I wanted to point out the main difference between these two teams' off seasons, who actually I think spent two of the most money, but in realism, they had 2 different off seasons, even though they spent the most money, which was the Raiders and the Jags, who they were compared to spending money wise in how much they spent. Now, we go look at each quarterback's weapons put around him and the offseason moves that they made, which, let's just put it this way. The Raiders offseason was an A+. The Jags was a C, maybe C at the best. And they paid Christian Kirk some of the more money in the NFL to be a wide receiver from the slot who is in nowhere near Devontae's level. They signed for $10 million Zay Jones. They got a worse running back. They spent some more of the money than us. But
I know who we won't be talking about in the playoffs is them fucking Broncos, because they'll be in there with those, best value brooms sweeping that fucking locker room because how dirty it is. They ain't gonna be beating nobody, bro. This guy over here in his Broncos. Let me give you a fact real quick. One, Jerry Judy, straight trash. The guy fuck can't catch. The guy's garbage. You gave up your tight end. You gave up your tight end. Russ has had a problem with tight ends, his whole career. Then you're gonna go give up Von Miller and get Randy Gregory and act like your team's better. That's crazy. That's crazy talk, bro.
Yo, Adroit, do you want to join the show so you can talk, bro?
Yeah, come in here so we can bag on your fucking donkey world.
I actually just want to see you two talk. Like I think like one being in the comments and one being in here talking, bro. It don't match up.
The thing I think is Russ had his injury. Russ had his injury and came back. He thought he was going to come back and be just fine, and he wasn't. Like, Russ has not been the same player for a while. So it's not talking crap on them. You think frick Seattle shipped his ass, no problem. Like, and then they went and got Drew Lock. Drew Lock over there thinking like, thank God I got DJ Metcalf. Like, good Lord.
Wait, no, did you say something?
Yeah, I call him a fucking pussy. You're in bed, you can only text. Get a freaking mic on. We don't have cameras on right here.
Hey,
right?
you know what's funny about you saying about we won't talk about players in the playoffs? They were just there. Your team wasn't. We were just there. You weren't. So I'm pretty sure if we're going to be talking about who was there most current, it's us for sure.
No, over here, the moment he saw that, he goes, fucking pussy.
Come on, bro. Don't be scared, bro.
He said,
bring that smoke up here. Come on.
Tony, did you hear that? The moment he put that in the chat, he goes, fucking pussy. I'm like, this shit. I ain't gonna lie, this shit's funny.
Not confrontation, anybody. You're just talking over and
come and get your ass spanked, boy.
Oh, shit. Wait, he's in here, bro. One sec. Yo, Adrian, one sec, bro.
Put me in. Who the fuck is a pussy? You a pussy. I'm in bed. Russell Wilson, top 2 players NFL 2020. 2020 NFL voted him a number 2 player in the country.
Hey, he just gave up Tyler Lockett. He gave up Tyler Lockett and DJ Metcalf for
the Rams, bro. You lost to the Raiders in the playoffs, Seattle, bro, in 2020. I don't want to hear
the Raiders in the playoffs.
Not the same as he was.
Hey, we were just there. Let's talk about the Broncos. When were they there last? Oh, that's right. We were just there. We were just there.
The last 10 years. What have the Raiders did in the playoffs the last 10 years?
Hey, you know why they call it the pass? Because that's where you're going to be right now.
Answer the question. Stop ducking and dodging.
Nobody's ducking or dodging anything.
I'm supposed to be the pussy. Answer the question.
Hey, I want to answer the question real quick. I've already answered your question. You just keep saying the same deal. I just want to ask you a real question. Hey, let's just ask a real question. Let's not yell. Are you here to yell or are you here to talk football? Hey, listen. Hey, if your team for one, let's just talk real football. Russell Wilson left DJ Metcalf and Tyler Lockett for Courtland Sutton and Judy. They're trash. They're straight trash. And then you're sitting here trying to tell me Judy's better than Renfro, which is a bullshit lie, and that Courtland Sutton's better than Devontae Adams. That's delusional. That's delusional.
Wait, Adrian,
like, come on, let's just talk real football. Let's not sit here and yell about it. Let's talk real football. Russell left a better team and went to a worse place and gave up his tight end.
To Jerry Judy, to Jerry Judy.
What, to drop it? To drop the ball? To drop the ball? Shit.
Wait. Guys.
Throw him the ball. Give him the ball.
Henry Ruggs played 7 games. Judy
Who
played
was the
all
quarterback?
18.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say? I'm
Has
sorry.
more yards.
Hey, Bridgewater wasn't playing bad for you guys, so I don't want to hear no crying there.
Oh.
Bridgewater was playing just fine. So I don't want to hear nothing there.
I'm delusional. Bridgewater was
so-
playing fine, and I'm delusional.
Wait,
Hey,
hey,
your
Jordan,
team,
hey,
was
hey,
your
Jordan,
team
I'm
not? Did your
delusional.
team? Hey, what did your team start out? But if I remember right, I thought they went
I'm
3-0.
delusional.
Did they go 3-0 start season?
Does that
I'm just wondering.
the
Wait, no,
I'm
because
kinda-
wait a
I'm
minute,
just wondering.
wait a minute. Okay, come on.
y'all
Okay.
are Raiders
Wait a
fans,
minute,
y'all
wait a
not
minute.
used to the playoffs, man. The
I'm
playoffs.
an NFL fan. I'm a diehard
Wait a minute.
Raider, but I'm an
Wait a minute.
NFL
Wait a minute.
fan.
Okay, so
It's
actually,
on
if I'm
regular
correct,
season,
if I'm
3-0,
correct,
nothing.
the Broncos' first 3
Playoffs
games
about
were
December.
against the Giants, right? The Jags. Who was it? Who was your third game?
Jets.
Jets.
Terrible
Okay.
team, the
And
Jets.
it-
Yeah,
and those
they
teams
went
combined-
3-0, and then they got beat down.
Wait. Here's the thing, Dustin, but they did play, like, let's be honest, those 3 teams that they played were very bad. And so I think they were expected to win those games, but it came down to really going against the better teams. Last year.
Hey, dude, that's above me that called me the pussy that made me get out of bed, man. I need to hear you say something, man, because you called me
All
out.
right. Here, let's talk about the. All right, Joy, shut up. Let me say. So I called you a pussy, and then you brought up the Super Bowls. It doesn't matter. We both have 3, except here's the thing: you've appeared an 8, we've appeared a 5. We got a better win percentage. Now you want to bring up Bridgewater. He had nearly as better of a season as Derek Carr, and you want to call him trash? 18 touchdowns, 7 picks, has over a 2-1 TD interception ratio. He had 67% completion of the season, better than 67% of anyone else in the
Talk
league.
that
And
shit.
you want to call him trash? This dude
18
played better than any time. He had his best season last season for the Broncos. You look back at 2015 when he was Minnesota, it was not as good as he played last year for Denver. I do not want to hear it. He had a 67% completion percentage. Now, let's take a second. Let's go look at Jerry Judy's stats, and let's go look at his drop percentage on the balls.
Hey, you might. Hey, Noah, look for it in the garbage because that's probably where you're gonna find it.
Man, I know y'all are Raiders fans. Y'all think 18.
I ain't no Raiders fan. Don't put me in there.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
If you don't go
I'm
to the
neutral.
playoffs, it don't matter, man. My team, we get rings, man. We go to the playoffs. We win.
Oh fuck, I'm dead. Hey, do you get those rings at Walmart now, or where are you getting those things at? I'm just wondering.
We don't do that.
Damn, I mean, hey, do I find those in the bathroom aisle? I don't. Where do I find these at? I'm wondering where I find these at.
Come on, Josh. Who are you a fan of?
He's a Raider, bro. That's Josh from my server.
Oh, I haven't. I just didn't know who you were because I didn't see your name. I'm sorry,
I'm
I
the
didn't see your
only
name.
AFC West fan in here.
What? Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm just thinking that. Listen, I think not to be rude or not, we're going to the playoffs before you, bro. So I love that you guys got Russ over there. I really do, just so Chandler can eat that fool up like he's been doing. But at the same time, I mean, we're getting there before you. Let's
I
just
will
be
say
real.
this though, Adroit, because I know you're a Bronco fan and everything. I just want to ask you, who are the 7 AFC teams you have making the playoffs?
Hey, it's preseason, man. None of this matters, man. Once we get to the playoffs, man, I don't want nobody to go ghost. I want this guy that called me a pussy to keep his same energy, man. It's gonna be a long season, man.
Yeah, but he
that
kept the
same
energy. Hey,
energy,
he
bro.
kept the
You
energy with
100%
factual
expect
stats, bro. He kept the energy with factual stats.
Yo, I'm sorry.
I mean, come on. What are we in? Are we in Alice in Wonderland on the Yellow Brick Road, or are we over here in reality? Because I'm in reality.
18 touchdowns. That is a terrible year. I'm sorry.
Dude, your team won games, dude, that they should have. I mean, let's just not be real.
If you can compare to QBs, yeah. Wilson throwing 18 touchdown season is, by God, by his standards, is terrible. Bridgewater on his limited playing time last season, it was like 14 games because he missed sometimes due to COVID or like an injury or something. That is not a bad stat line.
Hey,
touchdowns, 7
like
picks.
stats and math. How many touchdowns is that a game?
That's
It's
about
well,
that's
it's
o- that's
one. It's
basically
like
over one.
one
It's
in
basically just one touch on
one
him.
in a 16th of a fucking millimeter. I mean,
You want to know how many picks on this? That's only one every 2 games interceptions.
hey.
That means he's also having the team out on offense. Bridgewater was a great ball protector, and he got the ball to the places he needed it. Your team could not capitalize on the opportunities he presented to your squad last year, and you choked. That is why you finished the season as the only team in the AFC West without a positive record.
Oh,
We
ooh,
love
hey,
that.
man, that's a jaw dropping
that.
statement. You're right, jaw dropping. No,
My questions that I came here and I asked that everybody ignored. How many playoffs wins have you seen the Raiders in your lifetime?
well, I've been to
I've been
176.
doing all right.
I've been to 176
I'm not gonna
games,
lie.
and
I'm a
I've
fact
seen
stater.
plenty of
I've
them.
only seen 0.
How many
That's the thing.
playoff wins? How many playoff wins
0.
have you seen live?
I've seen numerous,
It's
dude.
all
I
right.
mean, I've
No,
been through
it's all
the
right. You
80s,
want to know why? Because
90s.
we've got a brighter future ahead of us. I'm optimistic
Dustin a
for
little
this
older. He's
team,
talking to younger
even
people.
though
no,
the past
Dustin's
isn't
been
there.
here for 40 years, bro. The guy's been doing it. He's been a
Hey,
fan for
I've been to a lot of Raider playoff games. I've been season ticket holder for 20 years plus.
Now, how many playoff games have you seen the Raiders win?
I seen the whole 2000s. I seen in the 90s. I mean, I've seen numerous Raider playoff games.
You were
I mean, if
2000
he's been doing this since the 1990s, yeah.
born since then.
Say it one more time.
People that are going to be watching this show haven't been born since the Raiders got their last
But
play.
the history hasn't been forgotten either. See, you can't come in and just cancel the history because they weren't born. That's not how it works.
This is the same thing Cowboys fans say. How is your team going to be good when you have
How
Okay,
is
Cowboys
it,
fans are a different story. Cowboy fans are a different story.
Wait a minute. Okay, if we're talking this year, the Raiders are going to be better than the Broncos. If we're being honest.
I mean, there's no doubt. There's no doubt.
The quarterback has what that the Broncos quarterback don't have? More
I
playoff
mean,
wins?
our quarterbacks beat your quarterback just like he's beat us. So there's no difference.
Okay,
and we
but-
beat him
okay,
with
just-
less
wait,
talent.
okay, but
Hold
here's
on,
the-
hold on.
How many fourth quarter interceptions in the Super Bowl?
Hey.
Hardy, Has Carr been to an AFC championship game?
Real quick. From a neutral fan's perspective, so I'm not a fan of either team, so I can be completely neutral and completely unbiased. Yes, the Broncos do have a better quarterback. Obviously, yes. Russell Wilson at his apex is better than Derek Carr, but Derek Carr's a way better supporting cast. I'm sorry, Darren Waller, Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow,
Johnson, fucking
Josh Jacobs, and that
Josh
offensive line
Jacobs.
that even the Broncos have. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's
It's
do a
no
little
fit. It's
let's do a
stacked.
little bit of math here. How many players on the field? 11 players. So if you're gonna double team Adams, and you're gonna double team Renfro, that's about
you're
4
not getting-
players a gallon.
Double both of them, bro.
What is Derek Carr's playoff record?
Are we asking what it is
0-1.
in the past? We're 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Listen,
0-1.
He's 0-2.
No,
He's
he's
only
not.
one.
He didn't play in the playoffs against the
He didn't
Titans.
play.
That
He
was
didn't
Connor
play.
Cook, bro.
He didn't play.
That wasn't Derek Carr, bro. That was Connor Cook. He broke his leg that year.
Forgot, man. It's trash.
no. He broke his leg.
Really don't pay attention.
Hey, when you're
Oh,
0-1 in the playoffs, hey, if you look at 0-1, if we're looking at 0-1, that's pretty good
Where I
stats.
was chilling in my bed, man. This guy called me a pussy. I had to get up.
No, but here's the wait, Adroit. I will say this
Brought
though.
the energy.
He,
Hey,
okay,
guys,
wait, guys, wait a minute. Okay, but we can all agree. We can all agree that maybe Derek Carr shouldn't have been in the playoffs last year, but he took that team that, let's be honest, that was a horrible team that we had at the end of the year. They shouldn't have been in the playoffs. We didn't have a great team, and he took
Or
them
here,
to it.
I'll do one better. How many? Name me another quarterback that's been through this much drama and has taken their team to the playoffs.
And
Well,
I mean,
And here's even one farther. We lost on the fucking goal line of the game. It wasn't like that, the Bengals went in there and kicked the shit out of us. We lost on the goal line at the end of the clock at the end of the game.
and let's be real with ourselves. Derek Carr, I mean, he played great in that game, and we can't blame Derek Carr for that loss. But this year,
you guys gotta remember,
we're going to go farther than most people think. Like we're better built roster than most teams. Like outside,
that one pass to Deshaun Jackson, like he was going outside towards the out of bounds side, like almost. He had room for a touchdown if he didn't drop that.
Though that one play, the whistle play, should still have been replayed. I don't care what people say. It should have been replayed.
And let's just be honest here. The Broncos ain't beat us in 4 damn games the last 2 years. So let's get off that shit right now.
Quarterback.
Give a fucking what it is. We beat their ass 4 straight times in a row. So, I mean, and the last time you even swept us was in 2017. Last time you beat us was in 2019. So,
It was in 2017. We took a game against them in Oakland. The last time the Broncos swept us was 2014.
or
Not
14.
even close. 2014 when they had Manning
It's been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
When we had,
And listen, man, I'm not going to sit here and say that the team, I just know that the Raiders, Devontae Adams trumps any receiver you guys got by far. Waller trumps any goddamn dude outside of there. I mean, Courtland Sutton's had, one good year in his career? I mean, I'm not sitting here trying to say that they're going to beat the team that we have put together where they got multiple Pro Bowlers, younger players, some best route runners. Jerry Jeudy was supposed to be one of the best route runners coming out of college, but he's become one of the best drop ball players. That's what he's done. He drops balls.
Oh, bad, bro.
Who's
They
throwing
play
the
with
ball?
Judy life, bro. I promise you, bro.
Hey, yo, 80, you got anything to
digging
reciprocate,
that
bro?
boy life, bro. They be digging that boy. They be destroying him. Gosh.
Yeah, but
And I like talking football. He comes in with good football. I mean, like, let's not be fake. Russell is a good player. I mean, can they be good? Yes, but if we're looking at the whole base of the team, man, and to be delusional, like, hey, for one, Nathaniel's came from Green Bay, where it was McFleur's team. He was running that team. He's taken Rodgers to 4 NFC or 3 NFC championship games and lost. Josh McDaniel's been to frickin' 6-1. You know, like, there's a big difference inside that deal right there. So I'm just saying, like, in the overall team, like, I don't just see the Broncos. The Broncos ain't gonna be relevant in this division, I don't think.
Hey, you guys gotta take into account McDaniels has a top 10 red zone offense with a quarterback in his first year.
Yeah.
He made a first year quarterback look like a 7-8 year veteran quarterback.
The last,
I think Jones
will get a playoff win is when he had Tim Tebow. It's not happening again. You guys are getting your hopes up for no reason. The Chiefs
We're making playoffs, bro.
Man. But here, I just wanted to ask you one question, man.
Hey, who do you think won that game? Who do you think won that game against Atlanta?
2010, who was the best wide receiver on the Raiders?
In 2010?
2010. Jesus.
When you had a terrible quarterback, when you had a quarterback comparable to all the Broncos quarterbacks since Peyton left, who was the best wide receiver on that team?
That's a tough one, man. Frickin' 7 was Randy Moss. 8 would be.
It might have been Darius Hayward-Bay, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I think maybe.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
He's trash as fuck, dude. He was a track star, fucking never turned football player.
It was Zach, but that's besides the point.
Who'd you say, Zach Miller? Hold on. Who'd you say?
Hear your point blank. You could talk about.
Who did you say?
Talk about all them all you want, but you can only be so good when you have a trash quarterback throwing you the ball.
Who's trash?
This season, man, and please, especially the guy that called me a pussy.
Hey, I just want to know one quick question real quick.
Who's trash?
We really
I know you didn't say Derek Carr's trash. He threw for 4,800 fucking yards, bro.
Y'all have a good one, man.
All right.
It's gonna be a nice season, man.
Hey,
yeah.
I know he didn't say because his mic was stuttering like a motherfucker over there. So he's probably on that Walmart. Walmart probably subscribed him in that internet too. So
wait, come on.
Hey, Adrian, respect for coming onto the show. Obviously, I mean, you're not pussy for that, but your team.
Adrian, bro.
I wish you were still here to hear this, but if you're still here, at least you.
Come on. When you said offense is going to be as good as the quarterback, and if they're shit, I know you're not talking about Derek Carr. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Let's be honest.
Hey, he threw for 4,800 yards behind a shitty offensive line, and you're calling him trash. Like, get the hell out of here.
And with a bad wide receiving core as well.
I really hope he wasn't doing that, but no, I mean, let's be honest, dude. The Raiders.
Hey, who did he say was the best receiver on that team? Did he say
Miller? Tight end.
Well, no shit, boy. Zach Miller was
who did we have as our QB even? Was it
No,
freaking
but
Gronkowski?
this
Campbell?
year,
Who
bro?
was it?
Bruce Gradkowski, or was that Tyrell Pryor at that year in 10?
No, Tyra Pryor was late years later. Maybe it was like Josh Johnson
Was
or
it?
Campbell. I think I don't know. It was a
Oh,
long
well,
time ago.
I know that's what I'm trying to say, because Aaron Brooks was back there too in that time span. Aaron Brooks, frickin'
I think that was
Kerry
after.
No, Brooks was
Collins.
2006. That was like when we went 2-14. And we were
Collins
shit.
was in there in 2007
Bro,
because he was the one
no.
throwing to Randy Moss.
No, Moss was gone by 2007. You're thinking of like when he was
Or 6.
between
It was
05 and
2006.
06.
Russell, or
Yeah.
2006 was Kerry Collins. It wasn't Aaron Brooks.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, it
Because
was Brooks in 2006 because he was done with Brooks after
Kerry
05.
Collins throwing to Randy Moss, and then it came into Russell fucking dipshit fucking over there. Fuck Jamarcus
Oh
Russell.
yeah, Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, because he was there from 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 10, it went to, I want to say it was Bruce Gradkowski. I want to say it was Bruce Gradkowski.
Yeah, and then 11 was Campbell, and then the Carson Palmer saga, and then here we are, like decade later with Carr as a QB. But yeah, Broncos. There ain't gonna be shit. Carr is not a trash QB. I don't care what no Broncos fan going to try and say. I mean, if you want to bring that energy, I'm glad he brought that energy. He actually wanted to participate in the chat and stuff like that. Y'all interested in doing that stuff around here?
Richard.
Come back around.
Wait a minute. Raider Tory, he said, Dustin pissed that guy off. I'm weak. Nah, but listen. Okay,
he
when
did
a Broncos...
call that a pussy, though. He said, I'm going to hop in this joint. I ain't going to rock.
Nah, but for real, let's keep it... Wait a minute. Oh, he called him immature. Nah, listen, bro.
Hey, but like he said, he just brought hate, bro. He didn't bring facts. I mean, if we're going to be facts, dude, I just put it simple and plain, dude. Devontae smokes their whole roster. Get out of here.
I mean, I that's not get what you're saying, though, bro. But from like, you know what I'm saying? I get how he felt, though. Like, you just, I'm in the bed chilling, and you just call me a pussy. Hey, bro, I'm about to hop in here. What you I'm not about to rock like that.
I mean,
I'm not going to think logically, bro. I'm going to just come in here and talk my shit and walk off. Not about to keep sitting here listening to you. The fuck? I get his perspective too, though. But I get why you called him that, bro. You wanted him to hop in here, so you went in to let him hop in here. No, without smart.
Well, listen.
I ain't gonna hold that. Shit was funny.
Well, let's keep it real, though.
Damn,
I'm not taking the Broncos roster. I'm not taking them over the Raiders this year. I'm not. That's all.
I'm not taking the Broncos roster over any team in the AFC. So fuck, come on.
That's a hot take, but
let's be fucking real. Let's be real. I mean,
come on, bro, stop.
This team is going. This team's going through 20 different changes, dude. They didn't come in and hire great personnel behind them. I followed their team the whole entire time. Like, I don't think that Denver is going to be fucking well off what they think.
That they didn't hire great personnel. You can, and I'm not going to say that they're going to be.
But my question is,
listen, just because Russell Wilson comes to the team, don't make him Super Bowl team. I don't. That's a delusional state. No. I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying in general. To sit here and say that team is in that state. Let's go put some facts real quick. The reason the team was so good, is because it was Vic Fangio's defense. It wasn't the fucking offense that was doing it. If Russell Wilson was with that team last year and he was in there to finish, yeah, they would have been a great team. I'm not going to argue that fact.
Russell Wilson's there last year, but now
it would be a way different team. But the fact that Vic's gone and the third best defense in the league is not there no more, and you're going to be swapping that? No, hell no. I'm not. All you're doing now is getting your offense and shitting on your defense.
Hey, I'll put it as simple as this. She's a 10, but she's a Bronco fan.
Automatic 0.
Hold on. Let him talk. What are you saying?
Yep.
So I'm asking you, just said they had the worst roster in the AFC, correct?
No, I meant AFC West. I meant in the AFC West.
I'm about to say, hey, hold on now.
No, hell no. If I didn't say West, 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 I didn't mean that. I meant AFC West. They have the worst roster in the AFC West.
I'm about to say Dustin.
No. That's all I'm saying is like if you had Vic Fangio's defense this year with the team, I wouldn't argue that they could be good. It would be a whole different conversation. Like, I'd be honest. Like, it'd be a way different conversation. The fact that his defense ain't there no more, fuck, that team's gonna be trash.
And
Market.
y'all, what do y'all think about this? She's a 10, but she's a Bronco fan.
Straight up 0. I'm telling you, all the way down, negatives to the negative zone.
No. Not even that. You hit her and you leave her alone. And you just expose her.
Hey, you hit her, and then you put a donkey tag on her back with the Raider emblem from behind.
No,
Fucking
you gotta
late.
put the Walmart emblem on them, bro.
Yeah,
I know someone who
fucking
likes
best value.
that.
Take this Walmart and Raiders ticket.
You hit her, and then you be like, all right, here you go. Here's a Raiders jersey. You gotta wear it forever now.
You know, Richard, that's
All
what's
your
funny.
problems,
I say that all the time. I say
Till
people
death
want to
do us part.
down talk Carr, but he throws for 4,000 yards every season. And then people say like, oh, the Raiders had such a shitty offensive line. We threw for 4,800 yards, bro, with Zay Jones. Like, come on, let's be honest. Like, if people want to sit here and talk shit on Carr, and you're telling me if you would have swapped out Zay Jones and put Devontae Adams in there, that Derek Carr ain't going over 5,000? That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk, dude.
This year, all I'm gonna say is Raider fans, keep your heads up, be ready, man, because this team's gonna go crazy.
Have you guys seen like all the footage from today's training camp with full
Yeah.
pads?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! And see the pass from Carter Adams.
Oh fuck yeah, bro!
I did.
Bro,
Was that
wait a minute,
over
wait a
Everett, right?
Josh,
Over
guys,
Everett?
I found this really crazy that people are gonna sit in the comment section and say that Derek Carr isn't gonna be able to get Devontae the ball when he just made that throw, and then bro, I've had comments tell me that Aaron Rodgers made Devontae, and that's completely crazy. Because let me ask you this: Did Aaron Rodgers make Devontae a great route runner? Did he make him have the ability to get the separation that he gets? Did he make him have great hands? Did he make him be able to catch and everything? And dude,
Well, if you ask every other NFL fan, yeah, they would.
if you ask the morons,
bro. If anything, Devontae helped Aaron, bro. We're gonna find who the real Aaron Rodgers is now, bro. I'm tired of all that bullshit, bro.
There's a reason.
Receiver, bro. Whether it was Donald Driver, it was Greg Jennings, Jordy
Jordan
Nelson,
Nelson,
or
Yep.
James Jones.
That man always had a one. Always
James Jones, yep, fat.
wait a minute. I've said this. Derek Carr is in a much better situation, and I think he's gonna have a better year. Now listen, Aaron Rodgers to me is in a similar situation to what Carr was in, and debatably in the situation factor of he still has a better defense, but the weapons that he has to throw to. He's in a Derek Carr situation where he doesn't have those weapons to throw to. So we'll see what he looks like this year. But I think that wraps up today's show almost. But like I want to point this out, like this Raider team to me is something that we haven't been able to see in years. And I mean, hey, I'm gonna keep the energy the same all year, bro. We're gonna make the playoffs. I just
Here's one more thing. One last thing. Derek Carr and Devontae Adams spent 2 years at Fresno State. The first year together, they had around 4,100 yards. And the second year together, Carr was able to produce 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns to 8 interceptions.
And guess what? 24 of those 50 were to Devontae Adams.
And now you go Waller and Renfro if you're in the red zone now.
Oh yeah, no, and that's why wait a minute. But here's the thing, bro. Torrey, you're not lying because why does every receiver leave like Rodgers? It's because he takes all this money and doesn't leave everyone else money to get money. I like Derek Carr more because he thought about the team over himself. Oh shit! I didn't mean to. Come on.
Okay. Wrong
Technical
button.
difficulties here at the S&B report.
Nah, but if that ends off today's show, I'm gonna put on the outro. Thank you to everyone who came through. And Josh, if you want, text me in Discord, and I can get you set into maybe next week's show on Wednesday. And everyone else, maybe you guys can come back. Hopefully, you guys all come back. Let's keep this same energy all year. Fuck the Broncos. If you're a woman, you like the Broncos, Chargers, and Chiefs, suck a dick. Not mine.
And Raiders, that West division for them,
Fucking fantastic.
still wide open at 5-5. They're still in the picture for sure.
Let's go.